What's up everyone, it's HK Gaming. Today I'll be showing you guys the Division 2 build. Since this is probably will be the last version or last update of the Division 2, so I'll be updating all of my builds with the final version. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss that. I'll be updating all of the builds in the next couple of days. So let's start off with our first build. This is the build that basically have both tank and damage together. It's best for you to farm the countdown, or if you want to play the 8-man raid, this is also a very good option since there will be a lot of elites in both of this mode. You can also play this with legendary, but it wouldn't be as powerful or as OP as you were playing the countdown or the 8-man raid. So let's start off with a class. We'll be using the survivalist because of the 10% increased protection from elites, and then the guns we'll be using the assault rifle, a shotgun, and the sidearms. But it really is up to you here, but I highly recommend the AR with the shotgun. Let's take a look at our build first. For the AR, we'll be using the Mark 16. I think a lot of people choose farmers over the Mark 16, but since we're using the elite protection build, we won't do as much damage as if you were full fire type of build. So we need that high damage. For the talents, we'll be using the strings. Increase 10% crit hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you're firing. This can also effectively increase our damage. And we can go up to 800k damage. So this is a pretty good option. If you're using farmers, you might not be able to do as much. Shotgun, of course, there won't be any other option that is better than this. You can apply serious effects and it can shoot very far. Other shotgun you don't usually use it with that range, but this one you don't have the problem of the damage drop off or like the accuracy, so this is pretty good. And then for the pistol, we'll be using the name Orbit high end, but honestly you don't really need to switch it to this that much, since you will have enough critical chance. If you are very concerned about being the highest damage, you can use this to finish your enemies. It will give you 40% extra critical hit damage. And then for the mask, we'll be using the Potentate mask if you're playing alone. If you're not, you can use other masks as well. You can use the Fenris Scoop, will give you 10% AR damage, but this is more flexible when it's come to, like, you can use this with a group or you can use this solo. It doesn't really matter. Weapon damage and protection from elites as well. This is the most important part. We want every mod to be protection from elites. And then for the backpack, I am using the name Matador, but you don't have to. I'm using this because of the perfect talents, but it's really up to you. You don't have to, but if you have 2 gear piece, it has a 5% damage to armor. That's a pretty good option, since you'll be relying on the burst damage to take down normal enemies and the furtherance enemies, because this will do a high damage. So you want to quickly take them down. So I think the weapon damage and the damage to armor is pretty good option here. and then protection from a list as well. And of course in here we'll be using the protection from a list as well, critical hit chance and critical damage, weapon damage as well. And then while you have bonus armor, gain 1 stack each second up to a max of 7. So the recent patch they nerfed this talent, but still this is a pretty good option. As long as you have the bonus armor, this won't go off. The only problem is that you have to stack the damage instead of just giving off to you like before, but still this is the best option for now. There won't be any there isn't too many damage type of talent where you can use with this build, so I will stick to this for now. But if they have like any future updates, I'll be updating the build as well. And then for the hands, you want to use the implosive. That way you will have the gear mod where you can put protection from a list, and then crit chance, crit damage as well. And then this one is the same implosive where you can put the protection from a list. Same with the knee pads. One thing to keep in mind that if you are using the chill out mask where you can have 2 gear slot mode, you can put 2 protection from a list for the mask, and then you can put 1 branded gear in one of this free spot. The best choice would be having the critical hit damage, where it gives you 15% critical hit damage. Since for the Archer build it gives you only 12%, there will be a 3% extra critical hit damage where you can get from here. Or you can get the critical hit chance as well. I think it's 10%. You can get it with the 10% critical hit chance. Since the Archer build only gives you maximum of 6% critical hit chance, if you're using the brand set it gives you 10%. That way you can have a little bit more critical hit chance or critical hit damage, but you will have to have a teammate using the exotic mask for you, and you will have to have a chill out mask where you have either crit chance or crit damage as one of the attributes. And then you will need 4 weapon damage and 2 armors. And for the skill we're using the Crusader shield, because we can use the shield along with the AR or shotgun. And then for the second skill, it's really up to your choice. If you're playing solo, Reviver will be a pretty good choice. It gives you a second life, or you can save other teammates as well. And then you can use the assault turret to give you more space to attack. That could be also a pretty good choice. Or if you can use the scatter purse, where you can just help your team to identify all the enemies who you don't have to search for it, so you can just quickly take them down. That could be pretty good. You can use the Gemma. That could also be a pretty good choice. I think that's it for the build. I'll leave the countdown footage at the end. Even if you face a hunter, you can still be, I'll not say tanky, but you will still survive under 2 or 3 or even 4 hunters. I'll leave the combat footage at the end. Don't forget to subscribe, that will really help me out keeping this channel running. Don't forget to leave a like as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, or if you have any better ideas. That will be it for today's video. Enjoy the combat footage, and I'll see you in the next video.
Heavily armed hostiles detected.
Back in the fight! Right there!
When you're ready, send us a flare so Torres can pick you up.
System restored.
I got you covered! Get down!
Helo inbound to your location. Hold tight.